Oh, I know.
All right, we are officially
the boss
live. All right, so let's get this stuff out.
Yeah, man.
On YouTube.
So you guys playing any DFS today?
I've been up since 4 a.m. and I've been nothing but fiddling since then. And
Fiddling?
fiddling.
Fiddling, gotcha.
Playing fiddle?
Fiddle we like.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Cohen or Scott
Or
today?
you've been saying, okay, I got my lineup set. Oh, wait, I don't want to start that guy. Or, hey, Mike Evans isn't playing. I got to take him out.
Gotcha.
Or he might be playing, actually. What is up with that?
Mike Evans?
Doubtful Friday, questionable Saturday, and he's probably going to be playing today just to mess with everybody.
Cohen or Scott today?
Boston Scott, man.
Ooh, interesting. So it looks like we got about 10 viewers already. What we're going to be doing is we're going to give it a little bit more time, let people trickle in, then send us your questions. We're answering start sits for NFL fantasy football, IDP, offense, whatever you got, send them our way. We're just going to kind of hang out, drink our coffee, and answer questions for all you fine people in the internets. And, maybe banter a little bit about how far into this degeneracy we go. I'm curious to know as far as like how many different league programs do you use, like Yahoo, Sleeper. Let's start with that, and then we'll let the questions build up and get going there. So I heard a little bit from Hollywood. Dan, let's start with you. Give me what league programs do you use?
My fantasy league is where most of them are. That's where like 40 of them are, I guess, something like that. 40, 45. I don't know. Some of them are eliminators and stuff, so I don't really count those as leagues I have to manage because they're drafted done. And they all got done too by Thursday, pretty much. So that was sweet. I use Sleeper for about 8 or 9 on there. I got a few most of my redrafts are on Yahoo. And then I use ESPN for like 2. I use a bunch. I'm in an FFPC league that I've won back to back, so I keep hanging in there. And then Fantrax, thanks to Eric. I have one league, and it's Eric's league on Fantrax. So.
Yeah, thanks, Eric.
Oh wow.
Otherwise,
I would ones, man.
Yeah, the college stuff is the reason why I'm on Fantrax at all. So I'm making some Scrapple right now. So I got Scrapple and coffee going.
There you go.
What's Scrapple?
You really don't want to know. You just want to eat it because it's good. It's all the leftovers of the pig, basically. And they just mash them up into a little patty, and you cut it up, and you fry it, and it's good stuff.
I'll stick with my sausage. You eat the Scrapple.
By the way, Haberset Scrapple is the best. They are not a sponsor of the show, but
do you buy that in a store, or do you make it yourself?
We buy it at a store. Although we live near the Amish, as Daryl loves to make fun of me for, and the Amish make delicious meats. So, where's Johnny at? He would love this
I know.
conversation.
Him, Joey, IDP dude, the Feats and Meats podcast.
Yeah, man. Sorry, I have a screaming kid in the background. So
that's all good.
Normally they're asleep when we do this stuff. So
before we get going, we do have a couple questions here. Let's get to Amaze Hayes or Amaze 652. I'm pretty sure it's Jalen Reagor or Hunter Renfrow PPR.
Ooh.
What say you guys?
I'm going to go Renfrow.
Yeah, that's where I'm going, Renfrow.
Yep, Renfrow.
I kind of want to see Reagor in this offense before I actually click the button.
That and Carolina's secondary kind of sucks. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Except for Jeremy Chin.
Reagor's also not 100% healthy, so always a risk that he goes out early.
Word. All right.
Yeah.
we got Facebook user Boston Scott or Mark Ingram in PPR.
Ingram.
Yeah, I gotta go Ingram.
I want to go Boston Scott, but I have to go Ingram.
Yeah.
I don't
Boston
think he's going to
Scott.
get the volume Ingram will.
Yeah,
I don't.
I
do that.
started. I don't know because Corey Clement is basically the only thing in Philly besides Boston Scott. Boston Scott's going to get the run, but how much they're going to run the ball is probably not happening. So
Not against that Washington front.
yeah,
Yeah, they're going to throw it a lot, I would imagine.
I think Ingram's the safer play, and Scott's the desperation play if you're not feeling good about your matchup.
Scott's the play if you had Miles Sanders. Hopefully you had Scott too.
Yeah. All righty. Let's jump over here. Questions coming in today. Shaq Thompson or Corey Littleton? Looks like this might be from Ian Harris. You like Thompson this week?
Yeah.
Shaq.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a known Littleton hater, so you're not going to get Littleton out of me.
Gotcha.
I'm kind of torn on that one.
Yeah, I like Littleton this year in his spot and everything. But I think those two are pretty close. So May 652 got to start one at RB2, Antonio Gibson or James Robinson, PPR. CMC is my RB1.
Gibson. Robinson's not going to do anything today.
I don't think no.
I don't think either one of them's going to do anything, but
Gibson. The Eagles are without a bunch on defense.
Yep. And the Colts, I mean, they're pretty stacked there on defense too. So I'm going with Gibson as well.
All right, Adam Kahn. What do you think about Juwan Bentley? I dropped Baltimore safety Elliott to put Bentley in my flex.
I don't mind that, but DTB. Don't trust Belichick.
Yep.
Isn't Bentley wearing the dot though? Isn't he likely to stay on the field?
He probably is, but so is Dante Hightower, and he was kind of for IDP.
Yeah.
He'll get you a couple tackles, but I don't know.
Jamie Collins is really the only one in the last couple years that's made any sort of impact as linebacker, and that's because he's so good at pass rushing.
Yeah,
right.
He's played a different role probably than him.
Oh yeah. Need to start 2 of the 3: Michael Kaiser, Kenneth Murray, or Quan Alexander.
Kenneth Murray for sure.
I'm going Murray and Alexander for me. I want to see the Rams and before I start any of them. I mean, I know Kaiser's supposed to be the Mike, or the inside guy, but I don't know. I don't trust the Rams linebackers until I see something.
You don't think he's going to take over the Littleton role?
I don't know.
There's
we've
such
been
a
arguing about
rotation
that
over
all
there.
season.
Yeah, it's that linebacking core over there is a mess. We don't really know who's going to take it. It could be Troy Reed or two. I don't know. But I'm going to go with Alexander and Murray as well.
Yeah.
With Fred Warner playing, Alexander should take some of that production too.
See, I just think the Chargers are going to run more of a rotation than the Rams. I think the Rams are going to stick with a couple guys. And so, Kaiser might not be the guy, but if you pick the right guy, there's more upside than if they're running a rotation in for the Chargers, because they get, last year they ran a lot of different sets with their linebackers. They didn't really have any true 3-down guys.
Gotcha.
I know the big thing with Murray is, he's wearing the dot today and he's calling plays too. So I think that's the biggest reason that I'm going with Murray. That, he's got high draft capital too. Yeah. So.
All right. So PPR, Doyle or Cohen? It's like for
Cohen.
A flex spot. Yeah.
I'd go Cohen here.
I'm gonna go Cohen as well.
More opportunities, I think, than Doyle.
Too. Gotcha.
And with Montgomery still not healthy either, so it says he's healthy, but I'd still go Cohen.
Gotcha. Logan Ryan or Jeremy Chin? What do you guys think?
I'm going Logan Ryan, and
it's
just because I've heard Chin is not going to start, so I don't know how much playing time he's going to get. I think Ryan's going to play. I mean, we talked on the IDP Lounge about how terrible the Giants secondary was, minus Peppers. So I think Ryan's going to step in right away and play. Chin, I'm not sure how many snaps he's going to get. So, I mean, it's hard to trust. I mean, we were all in on Willie Gay, too, but Willie Gay played special teams only. So, and we were assuming he was going to start.
Yeah, I'm going to go Logan.
I like Chin. I think he's going to do – I think he'll get a good number of snaps, but Ryan's a veteran. They need him desperately. I think he just starts and never comes off the field. So,
yeah, I'll go with Ryan too in this situation, just to see how Chin's going to be used. I don't know if he's going to start. I'm going with Ryan.
Nice. All right, we got another one from Adam Kahn. How long till Ogletree takes over in the middle for the Jets?
I don't think that's going to happen. I think they he's on the practice squad, so I don't even know that he's.
Can he go to the practice squad?
Yep.
With the COVID rules this year, it's crazy. I mean, Josh McCown is on the practice squad for the Eagles and he's collecting Social Security. So, I mean,
I saw that report that he's getting paid to sit at home and just watch the team.
Can I get a job like that?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'd like a job like that.
I'd sign up in a heartbeat.
Study some playbook every once in a while, and when Hurts goes down, you might have to fly to Philly.
It's like a virtual practice.
Yep,
we're doing everything virtually nowadays, so hey, why not?
Oh man. But what do we think about Ogletree? I'm curious because I've got him stashed in a couple places. Like, is it going to be like when Corona, things really start hurting for teams, like week 3, week 4, that he makes it back on the field? Do you think he's going to be done?
He wasn't very good for the Giants last year, so I don't know that. And that was, I mean, he was the only guy there too. So, I mean,
I just like I like your optimism, Nate, that teams are going to be hurting that bad by week 3 that Ogletree is going to become relevant.
I think if Ogletree's relevant because of COVID, then the whole league is going to be shut down for a couple weeks.
Yeah,
that's
the canary in the coal mine for the NFL is Ogletree becoming relevant again.
If Ogletree was worth anything, he wouldn't be signed on a practice squad either.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what Ogletree is? Ogletree is like that unicorn in Biddy's ceiling there. It's imaginary.
Corner.
It's a figment of your imagination.
What unicorn? Do you want to close up?
Bring it in. Yeah. All right. We got Alex Marino. Here we go.
Sorry. Is Jerome Baker hurt? I haven't heard he's hurt.
I don't think so.
Not that I can find anywhere. I've been looking.
It looks like this.
Yeah,
the inactive should be starting to roll in here.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Yeah.
Eating in that unicorn is great.
Okay, I was afraid he was going to move it out of the picture. Here he has brought it to us.
Doubling down. Oh, look at those nice sunflowers on there.
By the way, just as a public service announcement, on some of the betting sites, they're running promotions. I know there's one for the Rams. If you bet the Rams to cover, the more people bet it, the higher the line goes. So you could get some free deposits based off of that. I don't know how loose we can go with the betting language here. So trying to speak in code.
I mean, it's not illegal. I mean,
that's true. If it's legal in your jurisdiction, you can win some free money, basically, because the Rams are up to plus 17, I think. So that's a little cheat code.
Nice.
I won some money on Kansas City the other night because they had Kansas City plus 101. So it can get that high. That was going for about a month, but I mean, I've won money on the basketball when it came back. They had a promotion with the Lakers. It was up to plus 100 some too. So, I mean, look for those deals, man. You get some free money to play with.
All right, Chess 1200. Welcome back, Chess. Need 2 linebackers: Micah Kaiser, Miles Jack, or Taki Taki.
Jack and Taki.
Jack and Taki.
Yep, same here.
So you liking Miles Jack moving back to his old position and kind of going back to relevant again?
Yeah, Joe Schobert will take over that middle, and he'll help out.
Yeah.
He'll help out Jack again. He's more suited for that outside role than middle inside.
Sure.
And just an FYI, it looks like the Niners and Cardinals are going to play. I know there's some issues with earlier in the week about them maybe having to postpone or whatever, but it looks like they're going to go ahead with it.
That's good. Good to hear.
Yeah,
I didn't.
because that would be
hadn't heard
2
that.
whole teams out. Well, they were talking
Yeah.
about moving it to Monday possibly if the air quality wasn't okay.
Oh, right. They've got the California fires right now.
Yeah, there's still a threat of Tevin Coleman not playing due to his sickle cell trait, because he has some other issues based off of that. So breathing is one of those
Right.
issues. I know a lot of players don't play in Denver that have sickle cell
Right.
because of that. So if you have Tevin Coleman, just play him with caution or have somebody ready.
Yeah. All right. Would you start both John Johnson and Taylor Rapp, or throw in a Chuck Clark, Carl Joseph?
Clark and Rapp.
Yeah, I think Clark and Rapp.
Yeah.
Carl
Yep, I'll
Joseph,
agree
I
with you
kind of
guys.
want to see.
Clark's going to see a lot.
Yeah, I kind of want to see if Carl Joseph and how he and Harrison play together, because they're both kind of in the box thumper guys. So
Right.
how they going to split up that safety role in Cleveland is still a mystery.
Yeah. I also don't really like playing 2 safeties on the same team.
If they're good, I don't mind.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's hedging your bets, I guess. But
Yeah. I'd rather just get the good safety on 2 teams, but that's just me. Tariq Ellis, Montez Sweat, or JPP, and Herndon or Jarwin.
Sweat. That
Yeah,
Philly
Sweat.
O-line is beat up.
Sweat.
And then probably... I'm going to go Jarwin.
Jarwin?
Yeah, I don't...
I'm a good
like I said,
Jarwin
man,
too. I don't.
The Rams
I mean,
linebackers are kind of a mess, so...
Yeah.
Herndon hasn't played football in so long. I mean, the one advantage is they don't have any receivers in that Herndon matchup, but I think Jarwin's good for probably catching a touchdown. He might not get much else, but
All right. Von Bell or Jonathan Abram?
Bell.
Bell.
All right.
Well,
Rapid
White-
fire here.
he's going to
Yeah, Whitehead or Logan Ryan? Starting Neal and Rapp.
I'd say Whitehead.
Whitehead.
I'm still going around.
Well, he already started Rap. You went Ryan. Okay, never mind.
Ryan.
Yeah, Logan Ryan. That's in the flex. Okay, pick 2. Blake Cashman, Micah Kaiser, BJ Goodson.
This Facebook user is trying to get me to say I'd start Micah Kaiser somewhere. I guess.
Yeah, I'm waiting. It keeps going down.
Cashman and Kaiser. Yeah, I'm going to say it this time, Kaiser, because I didn't really.
How do you start BJ Goodson? I don't know.
He could be alongside of Taki, but I mean, I don't think that's likely.
I
But
wouldn't trust him, though.
I didn't like him to begin with, so Kaiser and Cashman.
Yep, same here. Kaisman and Cash.
Cool. All right. He needs 2 in standard.
What's
Carson
that?
Pounder, Jay Taylor, or Boston Scott. I'm guessing no points for receptions.
Yep.
2 for standard. I'm going Carson and Connor. Because I think most of his points are probably going to come from the passing game. Taylor, I mean,
We got to see what Taylor does. Where?
Yeah, I think so, too.
Mack is still going to start and play. Hines is still going to play. So I think that's more of a timeshare. I still like Jonathan Taylor, dynasty-wise, better than all 4 of these guys. But
This
Carson
week.
and Connor today need 2 for standard.
Yep,
Yeah.
I would do the same.
So, question on Jonathan Taylor: who is he more likely to eat into production, Mack or Hines? Because I've heard something about Taylor getting work with receptions, like in the pass game to start off with, which would hurt Hines. But
Yeah,
all summer
right.
I've been hearing people saying he's supplanting Mack.
Well, isn't Mac a free agent after this year?
That's a good question.
Could be. I think
'Cause if
Mac
he-
normally gets hurt, so I think
Yeah, I
when
mean,
Mac
there's that
inevitably
too.
gets hurt, he'll take over his role. Is just more than likely what happens, but
So
he
I
can
read
catch
that.
too.
I read that too, Nate, but I thought they were joking because Taylor is not known for his receiving ability.
Yep.
Well,
That's
okay,
true.
that's good insight there. You know, you can also have just people who have no idea what they're talking about when they're writing.
Is that a case though where Wisconsin doesn't really? I mean, they pound the ball. So is it the case that they don't really do that much?
Absolutely, that was the case. Like when like we were doing a film review of his college tape, he just wasn't used very much in the passing game. But I heard legitimate reports out of camp that like he was like dropping passes like routinely, and they were getting frustrated with it. And so there was optimism that he would be relevant as a pass catcher in the NFL, and that he just hadn't sort of demonstrated that yet. But again, it's all secondhand information, and so take it with a grain of salt. But the reports that I heard were that he was not looking good in the passing game in camp.
Gotcha. I'm very surprised that I've seen Nyheim Hines on every waiver wire, even in super deep leagues, considering if he's going to be relevant in the pass game on that team. No one's taking advantage of that.
That's right. Inactives come out at 11:30, right? I was thinking 11.
Generally,
I
like
believe so,
11:30.
yes.
Yeah, I'm looking
And
for them,
starts
and I'm like,
trickling in.
yeah.
So like 15
Marlon
minutes
Mack
overdue.
is a free agent after this year too. I just looked it up.
Good work.
So
Nice.
he could be.
So they could say, and they might try to just stifle his carries anyway, so he doesn't produce. So they could just maybe re-sign him cheaper. Because I mean,
Yep.
if you don't
Good.
produce, you're not going to get a big payday. So, although he probably wouldn't want to stay there if they don't give him a bunch of carries.
Right. You think Pratt will take the next step as a 3-down linebacker?
I know somebody who doesn't think that.
He better if he wants to keep his job.
Hollywood hates Pratt, so
Logan
I don't
Wilson.
hate him. He's just not as good as Wilson. He's not. Anybody thinks he's as good as Wilson is crazy.
there's room for 2 linebackers there.
Yeah,
There is room too, but
him and Akeem Davis Gaither right there.
Well, he's not playing at the beginning of the season.
I
Anyway, so.
know that. I know that.
I think Pratt for this year
Pratt-
should be a 3-down
Yeah, he'll be the
linebacker
first
because they don't
choice.
really have anybody else. Who else did they have on the team that can play? Guess nobody comes to mind, so that's always something.
Dave FN2184, thoughts on Cashman, Kenny Young, Jacob Phillips, Tranquil, and Tackle Heavy League.
The Cash Man.
yes, Cashman.
Man.
Cash in on Cashman.
For
What
this
are your
week,
thoughts?
definitely Cashman. I like
My
Phillips a
thoughts.
lot better as a stash.
Yeah, Phillips is a good stash. I mean, he could actually play a few weeks while Wilson's coming back. But Cashman's the top out of these.
Yep.
Kenny Young, again, that's another Rams to be determined. What's going to happen there? How's that going to shake out? Tranquil still should see some snaps,
Right.
but what those snaps are, I don't know. The Chargers are one of the most puzzling teams because how are they going to fill Derwin James's role? Are they going to use a safety? Or are they going to use Desmond King? Tranquil could even maybe play some. I mean, he played some DB in college, so he could play some in the box safety role. I mean, Gus Bradley doesn't necessarily have positions; he has people, but he uses a lot of times. It looks like Kenny Young. It's a wait and see on the Rams. Jacob Phillips, we already talked about. Cashman should be locked and loaded for the season for the Jets.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Ricky Blaze.
Oh,
And Keel Harry or Mike Evans, who is a game-time decision.
a 405, a 425 game time decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Nikhil Harry.
I think
you can't go with Mike Evans and his hamstring injury. Yeah, he may do it, but on the other hand, he may not either. It's those hamstring injuries that.
That's just
And if he lines up with
too big of a
Lattimore,
risk.
it's not going to matter anyway.
But can you wait? Can you wait until 4:15 and then see if Scotty Miller is available to swap him out? Like, I don't like. I kind of like Scotty Miller better than N'Keal Harry, to be honest.
Yeah, it definitely seems like two different tiers of players here.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know.
I'd look for somebody other than Harry to.
10 snaps and Mike Evans might get it done. So more than Harry, because Harry could get 4 catches for 20 yards or something.
Yeah.
And
I feel real bad about myself starting Harry in week 1.
yeah, I'd honestly roll the dice on Evans because, or like Biddy said, try to get Scotty Miller or somebody playing tomorrow. I mean, if Evans is out, take him out of your lineup and just try to plug in somebody that plays later tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. So we're still waiting on more questions. That was a pretty good run there. So send them in. We'll answer every one of them. But let's get back to the question I had before. This one's for Andrew. How many different league sites do you use?
Right now, I'm just on Yahoo, MFL, and Sleeper. I actually prefer MFL of the 3. Yahoo, I'm only on because that was my original home league, still running after 13 years. So we're still using Yahoo. I finally got rid of my last ESPN league last year, so I'm glad to be rid of that platform.
Yeah, I just gained one this year, but it's redraft, so it's whatever.
Yeah.
I will say the one thing I like about ESPN is their stat tracker, the live
game
thing,
tracker.
As long as it works, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm only on Sleeper because Sean makes me play on Sleeper because all of the leagues that he hosts are on Sleeper.
Yeah.
I don't dislike it, but
point,
I
too.
like MFL better.
Yeah. How about you, Eric? What? How many league sites are you on?
Most of mine are on. Well, actually, I got about 6 on each on Fantrax, MFL, and Sleeper, and 1 on ESPN. But overall, I'm a Fantrax guy, so MFL has grown on me a little bit more, but Fantrax
to the
still
dark
my number
side.
1. Nope, probably not.
Yeah, I like MFL. Using them on desktop, I've gotten used to it. Yahoo is kind of the best version of like your weekly like management for teams. Like I like how their layout is for adding players and fiddling with your lineup, but MFL is kind of I like the customization of the layouts and the backgrounds and all that stuff. But Hollywood, we talked about this off air, but
Right.
give it to me. What's how many different league sites are you on?
Well, I'm kind of like Dan is. I've got so many, probably at least 40 of my leagues are on MFL. I've got some on Sleeper. Eric roped me into Fantrax. I have a few helping some people out on Flea Flicker, and then I actually have one on ESPN. That goes against everything I believe in, but Dan can be thanked for that. And I have a few everywhere, but if it, like I said, up to me, I would be all MFL.
Nice. So Hollywood, you got a Reddit question?
Yeah. So General Fisticuffs, he wants to know, how do we actually see the situation in Dallas playing out? Does Thompson really slide in to the starting strong safety role? I kind of think he is. I mean, he's listed as a starter. Looking at their depth chart, don't have a lot of options. So unless they sign somebody like a veteran like a Bethea or somebody like that off the street, I think he's the guy there.
I think I'm starting him in a couple places.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have anybody behind him. Donovan Wilson is the backup. Woods is your free safety with Reggie Robinson, the backup there. So they don't have a whole lot of options. So, yeah, I think he's definitely the guy. If you're going at Dallas, that's the guy you want right there.
It's going to be Earl Thomas in like 2 weeks.
Probably, but for now, I mean, it's
Yeah. All right, we got a Facebook question here. Do I start Logan Ryan?
Yeah.
Depends on your other options, but yeah, probably.
Likely, yeah.
I mean, so what do we think about his situation? He comes into the Giants backfield after having was he the best IDP last year? Was he number one? I can't remember. I know he was definitely
the
the
best
top
corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he had made it. He was very close to number one, if not there. And so he's coming off of the Tennessee. I don't know. I was trying to think of something cute to make fun of Hollywood with, but titties. I don't know. Titans, and he goes to the Giants, where they just lost. Was it Bethea there last year? Who was it that they just
Bethea
lost?
was there, and McKinney got injured in camp as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's slotting right in, starting. Do you think he's going to produce out the gate at the same level, or what do you guys think?
I don't know. I have some breaking news though. The Lions restructured Matt Stafford's contract,
Interesting.
converted $7.8 million into a signing bonus, so that makes some cap space in case games are canceled. They can, I guess, get some cap relief this year.
They're going to be extending Galladay next. He will
That's
probably go
probably-
for $16 million a year for the
That's
next 5
probably
years.
the corresponding move happening.
Yeah.
Free up some space to get some weapons signed is normally the case.
And Cooper Kupp just went for, I think, 14 or 15 mil a year for the next 5 years. He just got extended. What was that, yesterday or the day before?
Yep. Yesterday, I think
So-
it was.
Yeah,
I think so,
that's going to
yeah.
be the next domino.
Galladay is officially inactive.
Yeah, good.
So I had him out of my lineups anyway, but it's official.
Yeah.
Thanks to Sleeper for the alerts.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go. I know I've got Galladay at least one spot.
I took him out the other night. I took him and Evans out the other night, and I don't think I'm putting Evans back in unless I am desperate. And most of the time, I have at least one depth piece I can use to
Right.
do that.
Yeah. This year I've been focusing on wide receivers and running backs, like in my bench, like getting multiple so that I don't have problems with drop off.
Right.
Yeah, your bye weeks. I mean, it's only one a week, but now with the short-term IR thing, I think is going to change a lot of things because if you're, got a pulled hamstring, you can go on there for 3 weeks, because that's typically, you're going to miss that anyway. So teams are going to use that IR, I think. And I think they should keep that around, honestly, because
Yeah.
I mean, it's not fair to a football team that has like 10 injuries to like have to field a short squad because they have so many, or put a guy on IR that really doesn't belong on there.
So how long until Belichick gets fined for misusing the new IR and COVID rule?
Yeah, that'll be like
And-
week 6. I think he already did. I
And-
think he told a bunch of his players to stay home.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. So the other question I got is, how many of you guys have adjusted your leagues this year to include additional IR spots and specific COVID rules? And do you penalize players for using those spots when it's a non-COVID related
We
whatever?
didn't make it too complicated. We just added some spots.
Yep. So did I.
And as a commissioner, I'm just going to monitor, to see if anybody's abused.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I think I told
some-
him I added. Sorry, I think I told him I added 2 spots for COVID, and it's strictly for COVID. And if somebody wants to bend the rule, I'll just delete it myself and reverse the transaction.
I'm going to make
Okay.
sure you have to do that plenty of time this year.
Yeah,
I'll make
See,
your job complicated.
I'm sure you will.
He made me
See,
join his home league, so I now have to torture him as a commissioner.
That's funny.
Yeah, what was I
He
thinking?
can see what it's like to be in charge of something and have somebody undermine you.
I'm in charge
Yeah,
of you every Tuesday night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm of the mind that if your league site allows it, I don't mess around with it. Like, I will. Excuse me. Holy sh! Sorry, I just sneezed on live. Whatever. If your league site allows it, I'm gonna go full Belichick and put everyone possible in those spots to give myself, if there is an advantage, one. So we got more questions. Dingus, he says, "Be professional, Nate. Come on." Yeah, I know. I should have muted my mic. I'm sorry. At least I can't transmit anything through the computer.
That's true.
Has that been proven?
I don't know. We got to wait for the CDC report to come out.
Your
question.
computer could get a virus.
Okay, Ricky Blaze, how do you guys
that
feel
could
about
be trending by the end of the day.
What's that?
Getting COVID through your computer? Oh, man. That would be a scary thought.
Yeah. Is the Roni transferable virally
Virtually
through the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
virtually.
We'll get into Ricky's question here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have picked the Dolphins to win this game, so I think.
The Dolphins? You think that Belichick can't beat the Dolphins?
I think Flores can beat the Patriots and Cam Newton.
Ooh.
Well, Daryl's been telling me all offseason we're going to see if it's Belichick or Brady. And I think
we're going to find out which one's which.
I think neither one of them are going to be terribly successful because I think they do need each other to game plan and stuff.
I think we'll find something out, and I don't think Belichick will be the same without Brady, but I don't think Miami's going to be the team to expose them.
True.
Fitz magic? Come on.
I don't either.
Don't you believe in Fitz magic?
I could see it
Nobody
happening. Fitzpatrick can put up a game here and there for sure. I just think that Belichick can use. He could use like one of those throwing dummies and win a game. Like, you don't need, a really great quarterback. Like, look at what Matt Castle did with them years back. Like, Belichick will figure it out. It might be a close game. I think it's going to be
their defense is missing a lot.
Yeah.
And Miami, I know it was in Miami last year, but Miami with less weapons, they stole half the Patriots defense. Kyle Van Noy is now in Miami. So these teams are going to know each other pretty well. I just think it comes down to the Dolphins secondary is improved. But
yeah.
How many times have you had to be taught not to doubt Belichick?
Hundreds of times.
Exactly.
Yep.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, go for it.
When you mess with the evil empire, you're going to get burned.
Nope.
All right, here we go. Hollywood, this one's for you. Start Myles Garrett
wonderful.
or Aaron Donald?
Both.
Oh, this is easy.
DT&D.
Well, good answer, but it is both. But to answer this the way they're wanting it answered, it's going to be Donald.
Wow. Okay. You throwing it up right? Yeah. Oh, damn. Mini bet?
I'm going to go with Garrett in this one.
Oh, what you got, Nate?
Here,
go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say I got a good one for
his
Darryl.
wheels are turning. That's not good.
I got a good one for Darryl after this.
Nice. Yeah, I think that.
Oh God.
So what? Garrett going up against Baltimore. That's going to be a difficult one. You got Lamar Jackson who can get out of the pocket. He's really good compared to Donald with the Dallas's offensive line. I think this. I mean, they're both studs. You got to start your studs.
It's close.
This one's a close one. This one's a close one for sure.
Yeah,
But
it is.
I think Garrett's got the better shot at getting a sack this game than Donald because I don't know. I think I like Garrett over Donald. I'll put a bet on that. Hollywood, if you want to put something on it, like
okay, what are you thinking?
I don't know. What would
Always
be a good
get
one?
suckered
Like,
right into these.
should I come on your
I don't know,
show
I'm thinking.
and do something with that? Like maybe I'll
What?
have to come on and give you props on the IDP Nation show.
Yeah, or I can come
Depends
on
on
yours
when you record, though.
if you win. So
Yeah, when do you record
we
though?
do Tuesdays.
Oh, same. Well, that could actually work out. We could do a quick little thing.
Yeah, we could.
We're both doing it on StreamYard. Last week, I accidentally clicked into your stream. You see me pop in there for a quick second?
Well, I thought I did, and I was like, well, maybe I'm not seeing this correctly. So,
Yeah.
I lost my unicorn.
All right, so go get the eggs.
lost the unicorn.
Just reminding you all, especially the Titans fan, Colts are winning the Super Bowl. It starts Tuesday.
Oh shoot!
Today.
Oh man!
All right, I got one for you, Daryl. Ed Oliver or Jeffrey Simmons?
Okay. Ooh,
Yeah,
damn, that's a good question.
I know.
Ed Oliver's got the Jets, right?
Yep.
And you got Simmons on Monday night against Denver.
Yep. In Denver.
Ooh, man, that's tough. You know, I think I'm going to go Oliver right here. It's close, though.
That's
Really
why
close.
I have Oliver right now too.
I think you got to. Yeah, I think the Jets' offensive line's just a little bit weaker than what Denver's got, but
Yep.
they have a better quarterback, so I think that kind of evens that part out. Yeah, I just think Oliver's is the play here,
Yep, I
especially with that
agree.
being a late Monday night game. You don't want to pin yourself in a hole where you can't do anything. So I think you got to go Oliver.
Yep, that's who I went with. I went back. I've been going back and forth all week between them, but I did choose Oliver.
That is
this
a
morning,
tough
so
one, man.
It is because you could go either way on it. Denver. You know, we know how Denver is, so
Yeah.
figured that was
Yeah.
a good one.
All right. Well, so we're kind of
Yeah,
getting
that's a good question.
down to the end of our questions. I've got a whole mess of lineups to get tinkering and ready for the games today. And we got Seahawks Dan back just in time. Let's do a round table of just where people can find us, promote our stuff real quick, and I think we're gonna head on out of here. So Dan, why don't we start with you?
All right, then I can get some laundry knocked out. I'm at Seahawks Dan 8. You can find us every Friday night on the IDP Lounge right here. We'll do some start-sit stuff as well as any IDP questions you have or, some thoughts on unicorns we can cover on next Friday's show. You can find my writing. I'm going to be watching the rookies on offense and defense on Dynasty Football Digest and IDP guys this season. And you can find me on Twitter. That's primarily where you find me. IDP Nation, Tuesday nights. The Dig podcast, probably every other week, I think. Something like that. I don't know. We're still working out the schedule. But thanks for having me on, and thanks for the questions, guys.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for being there.
Yep.
All right, Andrew, Biddy.
So I think my Twitter handle is @BiddySantFF. I don't tweet very often, so follow me at your own risk of boredom. And I also don't write very often because I'm an editor. So really, just probably
I
don't
heard
want to hear
word-
much from me.
Dynasty Football Digest podcast might be coming back.
Oh, okay.
I saw Sean actually
Uh-oh.
replied in the chat to something, so
I did see that. Yeah.
we'll see.
He puts the slacker in Slack, so it's hard to hard to track him down there. But no, it's that'd be interesting. Get the band back together. But that'd be cool.
Cool. Eric, how about you?
You can find me at Dynasty Nerds. I do the IDP over there, and then at IDP Guys, I do the Devi IDP stuff with Dan and Daryl over there, and then our podcast. So, and you can find me on Twitter at EJH1528.
Nice. Hollywood.
Yes. You can you can find me everywhere. IDP Guys, do a lot of writing over there. IDP and IDP Devi. Do the IDP Nation with Dan. Do the Devi IDP Grind with Dan and Eric. Just everywhere. You can find me on Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. I'm just a little everywhere, so not hard to find.
Yeah. All right. I'm at Nate Cheat. You can find me on Twitter. And host of the IDP Guys with Johnny the Greek and Sean Lanigan Fanigan. Yeah, go to idpguys.org, check it all out. Make sure you subscribe to Writer Digest Network. We've got tons of content, man. We've really ramped it up this year. I think we've got pretty much.
You forgot the new tagline.
What's the new tagline?
The new tagline is "We are going to waterboard you with content."
That's right.
Waterboard you
Johnny
with
the Greek.
content. That's right. That came up in the Slack chat. Yeah.
That's Johnny's new tagline for the site.
Yeah. If you need anything as far as IDP information, go to idpguys.org because those guys are putting out so much that it's, I don't know, like, some sites talk about how great it is they've put out one article a day. I think we're doing like 2 or 3 a day at this point. So it's great stuff out there. It's going to be a good year. Are you guys ready for the season to start? Today is the day.
It is.
Embrace the chaos.
I've got a cooler full of adult beverages. I've got food over here. I'm ready to go.
Oh man!
Is that Ensure? Is that your adult beverage?
Daryl,
Daryl,
you'll be proud of me. I got some Sam Adams Oktoberfest in the fridge.
There you go.
A tasty brew.
So for everyone out there, you
plan
can plan on this every Sunday morning. We'll be here starting 10:30, 11 o'clock, go until pretty much the questions stop, and we answer every one of them. Next week, Dan Friedman, the other editor. Man, I really hope that's his last name.
It is.
Yeah, that is.
I think it is.
Yeah, no. Sometimes I just forget people's, names. He's going to be helping me coordinate all this. We'll have a solid lineup of analysts coming in every week to answer those questions, and we're here for 17 weeks. So we're mark one off the list. All right, everyone. See you next week.